Greetings and welcome back to Castlegoat. Now, I brought you back whilst the game is paused because I have spent the last few minutes going through the Musical Tooth's inventory and painstakingly picking out the enormous amount of things that we're going to sell in order to buy everything of value that they have. Well, actually, they're valuable as well, but all of their ores and all of their coal. 18,033 gnome bucks worth of trade, and we've met that, and we still have a little bit of room, not much. We're like a few hundred gnome bucks we could possibly scrape together by selling seeds, but we're selling pretty much everything that we don't need right now in order to buy all of this. It has taken me a while, and I hope you appreciate that you weren't brought back to keep me company while I did this, because it was a very lonely and very tedious job. Now, we've got all of the poor teas, drinks, foods. They've all been sold. All of the loose kinds of things that we make a lot of, like mushrooms and mushroom seeds, we've sold a lot of those. We had an enormous amount of iron goods just sitting around the fort. I mean, absolutely staggeringly large quantities of them, as you can see. That accounted for the vast bulk of this value here. We also had a few odds and sods. We've also started trading away our regular leather. In fact, some people have been handing back in their ogre leather items in exchange for two-headed ogre. There was one item of two-headed ogre leather that has been taken back. A two-headed ogre leather helm. So we've actually gotten to the point now where everyone has a better two-headed ogre leather helm. That is a pretty crazy place to be. And as you can see, lots of items sold there. We're still going. And we've sold some of the statues. We've got the copper and tin rings that we've been making. A lot of those, which is a decent amount of money, actually. And then an enormous amount of bone statuettes. We're actually starting to produce a reasonable amount of superiors and masterfuls at this point. Also sold on the skulls, the bones, the poor prepared meals, and then loose things like eggs and seeds and oranges. And there we go. I really like it when the Musical Tooth show up, especially after an enormous goblin invasion. Well, that should keep our smithies going for a fairly long time, actually. Why don't we go ahead and just tell everyone to clean up the fort at this point. We should have so much stuff that can just be cleaned. Let's go ahead and make sure that they are prioritizing it. We also want to clean up this area where we've got quite a lot of our bits of dirt around. I would hate for a golem to spawn and then kill someone. Though, from what I've been told by those who have experimented with such things, it's very unlikely. Golems? No. They're, well, not dirt ones anyway. Perhaps not even stone ones. Actually, I'll leave that there for now. Perhaps that's a little silly, but I'm willing to experiment. But apparently dirt is really no threat, and given that the vast majority, well, in fact the entirety of our forces are wearing at least ogre leather, two-headed ogre leather, I'm not too panicked. Okay, let's see how things goes. Oh, as you can see, let me just pause a moment. I have gone ahead and I have cleaned out the jobs out here. We're on the 8th day of autumn. We haven't been attacked in probably around a season at this point, so 12 days, by the goblins, that is. I don't think it counts the taunted attacks. It might. I could be wrong, in which case we've only not been attacked for 8 days, but still, at that point, considering their kingdom is only 3 or so days away, I mean, perhaps it requires 3 days for news to travel back, that they, you know, for them to realize, oh, well, it does look like our troops are coming back. Send the next load. That would still put us in the sort of area for an attack, and I'm getting a little bit anxious that that's going to happen. So I've cancelled the work out there, though I'm a little bit concerned that they'll still go out and try to haul stuff back in. But I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed on that. You are kidding. Really? Really? Oh, game, your timing is impeccable as always. Oh, really? Did they run off? No? I doubt it. Really? Are they not here? Have they left? Do we not? Did they decide better of it? Do Do we not? Oh, no, there they are. Took them a little while to work out what they were doing, apparently. Okay, well, that's fine. I have nothing against that. Oh, man, there's little bits of stuff to clean up there. Have we triggered the lava yet? There we go. Fantastic work. Now all I have to hope is that they don't, you know, ruin it. Whoa, 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 who are you? Oh, no, wait, you're the gnome merchant. Oh, no. No, the trap has been activated. You can't go out that way. I really need to put a pressure plate there. I wonder if this system has enough power to do that. Let me just check. 116, that's about another 60 there. We probably have enough power for a few axles and another gearbox there to pull power across to a pressure plate. What I'm thinking is a way of stopping our gnomes from just doing that, basically. Getting stuck in the system, because that is just going to grow incredibly annoying. And it's going to lag the game. Yep, one of my cores is already at 100%. I'm sorry, computer. I keep doing this to you. Alright then. Well, let's let some time... Oh, wait. What are you doing? Oh, no, really? What are you trying to do? Honestly? That one piece of dirt? The one piece of dirt I didn't bring in? There's dirt coming out of our ears in this kingdom. Look at this. And all of this. Oh, you're doing this. You're just trying to test my patience, aren't you? Okay, what squad are you in, you annoying little person, you? Alright, you're in the watched fortifications. Well, watched fortifications, because your Bobblecouvanaut is just being annoying, you can all do training for the next forever. You know, you've got Bobblecouvanaut to thank for this. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's right. You are in for it. Who else was in your squad? Who else is going to be thanking you with, you know, suspiciously powerful attacks whilst training? We've got ArchXL, Leo the Jester. Yep. Okay, well, you know, you brought this on yourself. I'm not going to pretend that I even feel sorry for you. You deserve this. The game is lagging so hard because of you. You annoying little git. How's this going to affect our goblins? Okay, let's go up to full speed. Wow. Really? Must you break my computer? I'm still going to feel bad when you get dumped in the pit. I can't actually pause. I should have rung the bell. If I'd rung the bell, they would have sought refuge. They're going to die, and there's nothing I can do about it, because I can't deactivate the system to let them out. That would probably end up with a bunch of mine gnomes dying. Like, actually, let's check. We've got 2 two-headed ogres, 4. Any more? No, well, 4 two-headed ogres wouldn't actually be that hard to deal with. But at this point, it's just going to be a mess if I tried to do it now. I should have checked how many there were before I considered deactivating the trap. I should have done it before they got to the wall there and decided to repath. I'm sorry, Gnomish Merchant. Oh, actually, we might be fortunate. They might hold down the pressure pad long enough for you to escape. I can only hope. Go, go, go. Go. No, wait, come on. Hold down the pressure pad so that... Oh, really? I need to turn that off again, clearly, don't I? Yep. Have you spotted them all now? Are they all spotted? Is the merchant dumped? Wow. Are you down here somewhere? Yes, you are. Are you hurt? I can only pray that the goblins activate all the traps before you get near. Right, pull the lever. Let's get the trap deactivated before someone tries to go and haul in a log or something. Oh no, are you bleeding? Please don't tell me you are. Okay, good. We will try and get you out as soon as possible. Right. There we go. Trap deactivated. You guys can stand down once again. After giving Bobble Culvernaut a sound thrashing. Right, okay. Let's rebuild the doors. That's the first step. And then... Wait. Oh no, that there wasn't a door there. Let's rebuild the door, the brick door there, and then begin work on deconstructing this area in order to get a... Actually, I don't need to take out that last wall, but I do need to mine these two away. I want to see if I can build a gearbox there and then hook it up to a pressure plate. How much power that's going to take. I'll have to activate the system and then I'll see exactly how much power up to this point, and then I can calculate the rest of the power. It's a fairly simple calculation. Now hopefully you're going to be okay, but you will eventually starve. So I need... Currently Night Watch are the only ones on duty there. I changed this to a guard post in my efforts to sort out them spending too long and eventually getting too hungry and thirsty. So I actually took them off regular patrols there, and I decided, right, well, I'll put people on there on a sort of when there's something to do there basis, because 9 times out of 10, there's no one even in the pit. Unless it's one of the enormous attack waves, and then there's always someone there, and then people start dying because they're too busy fighting. Right, well, Night Watch should actually be on duty soon, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to take care of that for us. Okay, I'll allow that to continue work, and whilst we've got the time, let's go back to planting these trees. We want orange trees down the bottom, so bring up that far, and then go ahead and bring that out all the way down here. And kind of round it off a little bit. And up here, and I do that in Minecraft as well. I can't just dig an area. Quarries from Buildcraft basically melt my brain. It just looks so unnatural. I have to go down and sculpt the quarry. I've got a problem, I know. Right, we want apple trees up here. And we want quite a few of these, actually. Take it all the way to the torch, all the way down there. There we go. And we'll just kind of give that a bit of an odd shape. And actually, you know what? I would like to dig away more of this area. Let's go ahead. We'll leave that one there. And stick this right back. We'll leave it like that for now. I'll cancel that job just above the ramp. I don't know how they deal with ramps, honestly, but we're going to try and sort this area out. And we'll perhaps have... I'll get rid of that. Oh, no, maybe I'll leave that there. And we'll build a large pine forest down here. Maybe. I mean, we gradually get more clippings over time. In fact, what I could do is instead of cutting these down myself, I could instead just have these not be felled and just gather the clippings. These can be my sort of my nurseries for the trees, and I'll gradually build up large forests outside, and I'll chop down the wood from one side. That is a little bit more risky, and as I've mentioned, I have plans to extend the sort of farm area over here, but this would be just a massive grove plateau, but that will take a lot of time. There are many, many other things that I need to do before that. Oh, no. You okay? How are you doing? Okay, phew. You're in good health. That is good. That is very good indeed. Right. Welcome back. How are the goblins doing? We have killed pretty much all of the raiders, but there's still a fair bit of firepower in there that I would rather get rid of before we go in. I probably should clear this area up as well. Just make sure everything is put into the crates that can be put into the crates. Now, I'm not going to place anything at these locations. I'm not going to put crates there, that is. The reason for that is because this way I will be able to tell when these crates are full. Because if anything is stored on these tiles, then there's no room for it to be stored in these ones. Sometimes you might find that it's stored there and then you sell stuff out of these crates. So if you just tell them to clear the floor on loose items in a stockpile, they'll try to reshuffle it and put it into a crate. If they can't do that, and they basically just move it around on these tiles, then that's an indication to you that it's actually full and you need to deal with that. Oh, a couple of the goblin soldiers are dead now. Well, that's two of the two-headed ogres. Still, I'm going to leave it a little bit longer before we we let out the merchant and have our military deal with all of that. Now, how is it going over here? We should be okay. There we are. Okay, now I should see a flat axle. Oh, wait a second. What's that doing there? Oh, right. I thought that was the edge of a hatch or a gearbox or something like that, but it's not. There's the edge right there. You can see that is an actual block floor. It's just I was looking at the grass below. Okay, that's fine. Right, what we want to do then is, first and foremost, we want to deconstruct this tile. Now, the interesting thing with axles is if there's a natural tile, like dirt or raw stone or clay, and you've built an axle through that, if you try to deconstruct on that tile, it'll simply take away the axle. And that's fine, that's what you want it to do. However, if it's a constructed tile, like a block floor or plank floor or something along those lines, when you deconstruct the tile then, you'll break the tile down first. And that can be quite dangerous because you can trap your mechanics that way. So what I tend to do when I'm trying to move stuff out is if I've got axles going through constructed terrain, I'll replace the floor with just regular terrain first. And then I'll tell them to deconstruct it. And that just keeps things safe for my gnomes. I know it's perhaps a silly thing to do. It's probably taking a lot of time that I don't need to spend. But at the same time, I think it's a lot safer. I'm happy to take the risk, to take the hit on time efficiency in order to protect my gnomes from my own stupidity and lack of observation that they haven't moved from that spot in like a few seasons, and they've got massive thought bubbles about being thirsty and hungry above their heads. I try to protect you from my failings, gnomes. I know my weaknesses, and I do my best to protect you from them. Right, is anyone going to actually build that? Because I would really like it if you would. I would consider it a kindness. No? Maybe? Well, I mean, they're green, so there we go. Right, now the question is, do I have a switch? I do not. Okay, well, I should have enough malachite to quickly build one. Let's see, I would like a pressure plate. That is going to require a mechanism base. We'll make it malachite. Mechanism base. We should have everything we need. There we go. Right, so there we are. That'll go ahead and happen. And we'll set this up to be built straight away. Where are you? So switch, pressure plate. Now we do need to test this, because I'm not certain that we've got enough for this. So that would be a horrible way to find out that we didn't have enough power when I actually need the trap system and nothing works. Because if you don't have enough power, even if you've got one less power than you need in the entire activated system, the entire system will not work. I don't feel that is really that sensible or even intuitive, honestly. I would have imagined it would be the furthest item from the power source would not activate, but I guess this is a lot simpler, and in a way it can actually be kinder to the player, because otherwise you might have to be trying to work out what's the furthest away and what happens in a case where there are two things that are equally far away, and it gets a little bit more complicated. But I do kind of wish that if you were one power short, the entire trap system, which might be dozens and dozens and dozens of different components long, would, still work. Right, let's fill that area out there. Actually, perhaps I shouldn't. We need to check whether this will work first. Yeah. Okay, well, work is going to continue on planting. It seems that we need a little bit more to happen over here. Is this suspended or something? No, it's going fine. How about this? Is that going okay? Yes, it's going fine. I'm not sure why that isn't being done yet, but perhaps our inventors are asleep. So I'm going to pause time here, or rather I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to let some time pass. I shall see you soon. And welcome back. We have the pressure plates being installed, which means we're going to need to test the system, and that means that we need this area emptied out. So what time is it? It's very early in the morning. I am going to want the poisonous ancients over here right now. I'll need to remember to set them back up for training after this. And as soon as you guys are in position, which, where are the shield bearers? Please don't tell me they've gone to sleep. Both of them at the same time? That's why I give them a shift where they can... Oh, that's so frustrating. No, sorry, but you're going to need to get up. Well, I'll that's annoying. First and foremost then, let me just clear all the jobs from here. We'll cancel these, just so that no one's going outside. Cancel all of those as well. There we go. Right, if everyone will kindly get back indoors, there's plenty of work for you to do in there. Next, I would like... actually, yes, I would like the lever activated. We'll send power through the main system. Oh, well done. You woke up straight away and came across to do that. Right. Now, we have power traveling through the entire system. These are all activated. So if I look at any part of this, I'll see the full power needs of everything that's currently turned on. A pressure plate does not require power. It is simply a switch. Same with a lever. However, the hatches, the mechanical walls, and all axles and gearboxes require power. So anywhere on this system, it's going to tell me that it requires 120 power. So, for example, here, Malkat axle, 120. Now, the mechanical wall will not be listing its power need. It requires 20, but it's saying the total power is 0 right now. And here, if we look at this, it's saying the total power is 200. So we've got basically 80 to play with. That requires 20 by itself, and these require 10. So now, because all of these are connected in a chain, it's saying that this entire section requires 40. But because they're behind an unactivated switch, it doesn't count that it is part of the main system. They're effectively two completely independent mechanical systems. But this requires 40, that requires 20. We've got 120 available. That will leave us with exactly 20, or enough for 2 mechanical hatches or another mechanical wall if we absolutely needed it. But that, honestly, is good enough. There's no reason to think that that won't be good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the alarm bell. Sound the alarm. And once that has woken up my shield bearers, I will then turn off the alarm, because the shield bearers should wake up and immediately go to their stations. There they go. Right, you can deactivate the alarm now. Sound the all clear signal, because I'm going to need someone to come along and dig this out for me. I'm going to need this wall deconstructed. So there we go. Right, let's wait for our shield bearers to get into position. Now, the first one I want them to kill... There are a couple in there that are a bit risky, but we should be able to take them out. Let's go ahead and have the Poisonous Ancients immediately target these guys. Same for the Rumored Strikers and the Might Ringers. Now, both of them should have woken up just because of the bell just now. They don't tend to go back to sleep immediately if the alarm is cancelled unless they're exhausted. So if they've had a bit of a sleep, they should be fine. And activate this. Now, this is going to mean that we're going to have our gnomes engage these guys in the right order. Oh wow, that was crazy. What? That happened a lot too fast. But what I meant about the right order is that the Might Ringers and the Rumored Strikers would have either been in the training grounds or just doing something else. So whereas the Poisonous Ancients would have immediately just charged out of the lion's den and attacked them. So they would have had time to draw the soldiers' attention first. Now, the goblins are falling like flies. That is good. Two-headed ogre has died. A bronze warhammer has become legendary. Oh no. Hypothetical Axolotl. You've dropped your equipment, I think. Yes, you have. That's not so good. Two-headed ogre, right leg, corpse. Where's... damn it. Oh, that's just annoying. Oh no, there we are. Everyone was leaving. Right, McJester, have you got a bronze award? No, that's not legendary. How about Edna? Nope. Anyone? It's not going to be Sir Prancy, obviously. Or Elzendorf. Okay, what about you? Tamiz, is it yours? The Laziness Scar. What a fantastically named weapon. I congratulate you for having a weapon with such a fine name. Right, let's get the Poisonous Ancients back to training, and I'm going to give someone a job outside. I would very much like it if you would go forth and clean some of these things. Yes. Now, I want to see if this activates properly. Now, ideally, no one dies as a result of this, but you never can be sure. Actually, let's give a dig command as well. Yeah, let's dig out this area here and also deconstruct this. There we go. We'll cancel the job that's just on the ramps because they'll deactivate themselves. Oh, there we are. Looked like it worked. Let's wait for someone else to come through. Come on, someone's got to come along. Really? Is no... Ah, wait. Okay, slow. There we go. And it cancels their pathing and they just immediately turn around. Okay, that works fine. Right, well, system successfully tested. And also, goblins successfully put out of their misery. I think that's a good day's work, honestly. Right, I'm going to end the episode there whilst I build back up the walls that I've torn down. And I'm fairly confident now that should we have another situation where the gnomish merchant immediately wants to get out, then at least they're not going to get themselves dumped into the pit. That would be a terrible place for them to go. It's nice and safe, and you know, you can get food and things here. They can go chill out in the Great Hall. If I need to, and they're just derping on that tile, just stepping back, trying again, stepping back, trying again, I can always just ring the alarm bell, and they'll go and seek shelter in the Great Hall along with all of the other gnomes. So, on the whole, pretty happy with that. And now that the system is being powered down, all is well. Right, I shall see you in the next episode then. I do hope you've enjoyed this one, but until then, and as always, do take care.